Hello and welcome back to M. Jones Style. What we're doing right now is we're going ahead and we're adding the dry ingredients. And what you want to do is you want to interchangeably add a little bit of dry ingredients and then a little bit of wet ingredients. And your wet ingredient is your milk. So we'll go ahead and we'll add some of the dry ingredients here. And then we will follow that with the wet ingredient, which is the milk. And something that I have found about baking is a science, and you have to follow the instructions and go specifically by the recipe, because if you don't, your product, the end product, will not come out right. So whenever anyone gives you get a recipe from someone, go ahead and follow the instructions just the way they've given them to you, and I think you'll be happy with your end results. I think we'll do this a couple more times, and we'll have all of our ingredients in there except for vanilla, and we'll add that vanilla. And what you want to do is you want to begin and end with your dry ingredients. Okay, we've got those ingredients in there. Let's pick that up a notch. Get that nice and well blended. And you can use your spatula to get any extra ingredients off the sides and into the mixing process. Very good, very good. Now we're going to add some vanilla, and make sure that you use a vanilla extract, not an imitation vanilla. Get you a very good vanilla and bake with a very good vanilla. It's 1 teaspoon that goes in here. And if you go over a little bit, that's not a problem. That just adds a little more flavor. Just a tidbit though. I'll turn that up a little bit and give that a nice blending process. Now I already have my oven set to 325 degrees, and this cake will go into the oven at 325 degrees, and you should keep it in there for at least an hour and 15 minutes before you ever open the door. The cake normally takes an hour and 25 minutes, but check it after an hour and 15 minutes by taking a toothpick, inserting it into the middle of the cake, and if it comes out clean, that means that your cake is ready for you to pull it out of the oven. Okay, that about does it. Now look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And this makes the most delicious chocolate cake ever. So if you have any chocolate lovers in your family, they will certainly enjoy this cake. What I like about it is that it's not overly sweet, and that just makes it so yummy. It freezes well. You can put it in the freezer, slice it up and put it in the freezer, and on Sunday mornings when you want something sweet to eat, you can just pull your slice down and have it with your coffee. Now this cake goes into a bundt pan, and the bundt pan that I'm using is a 10-inch bundt pan. Sometimes this cake, depending on the temperature outside, will rise above a 10-inch, and it may pour over into your oven. So you want to make sure that you have a tray under your cake while it's baking, and that will keep the cake from getting into your oven and causing you a cleanup job. So you just evenly put it into the pan. This is a lot of cake. It makes a really nice fluffy cake. You just keep turning it around until you get it all in there as evenly as you possibly can, and it'll even out in the oven once the heat touches the batter. Got a little cake on my apron. That's okay. That's what an apron is for. That just about does it. I think I got about all those ingredients out of there. Okay, there we go. All right, now my cake is ready to go into the oven. The oven is 325 for an hour and 15 minutes, and then we'll check it. So when we come back, we will have the cake coming out of the oven, and you'll be able to see a beautiful cake, and then we'll put some icing on it in a little bit. Come right back.